Okay, so continuing on with page 5, we are still looking for, since Egyptians were able to grow more food than they needed, they had a surplus, what were the effects of that food surplus? Some information was given on page 4, but it appeared that they were suggesting more information was yet to come. Beyond that, we're looking for what goods did Egypt trade with other regions, which has a lot to do with this, and what was the impact of trade on Egyptian civilization? So these three questions, kind of a lot, go in hand, but let's see if we can find where that information is specifically. Here we go. Egypt's trade economy. What goods did Egypt trade with other regions? The Nile region provided more crops than the Egyptians needed for themselves. They were able to trade their surplus crops for goods they desired from other parts of Africa and Southwest Asia, including Mesopotamia. Main Egyptian exports were wheat, barley, papyrus, and linen. In exchange, Egyptians received the resources they needed to make tools, build ships, and create jewelry and art. The trading of goods became a significant part of the Egyptian economy. So that definitely tells us what were the effects of the food surplus. They were able to trade. And what goods did Egypt trade with other regions? Well, it gives us that is what exports are. Exports are the things that the Egyptians are trading out to other places. Exports, kind of like exits, means that you are going out. And then they were trading for, aka receiving, resources they needed to make tools, build ships, and create jewelry and art. So let's continue. Now we're now looking for the answer to number 6. What was the impact of trade on Egyptian civilization? So we have 4, 5. Like modern-day Egypt, ancient Egypt did not have many forests. This meant that Egyptians needed to import timber or wood from other regions. Egyptians imported cedar and cypress from the forests of Lebanon and tropical woods from Nubia, which is located southeast of Egypt. They then used this timber to make furniture and to build ships. Traders also brought back gold from Nubia. The Egyptians also sent trading ships to the Mediterranean lands. In Sinai, they traded for copper. They even traveled over land as far as Afghanistan for the coveted precious gemstones called lapis lazuli. Lapis was used to make jewelry and other ornaments. Queen Hatshepsut, Hatshep, Hatshepsut, Hatshepsut, Hatshep, yep, that's the word. We're just going to go with that. Who reigned during the mid 1400s BCE, sent a trading expedition along the eastern coast of Africa to Punt. Punt was an ancient region located in modern-day Ethiopia and Djibouti and known for its incense, which the Egyptians brought back with them. All right, we're still looking for the answer to what was the impact of trade on the Egyptian civilization. Trade brings luxury. We are now on page 6. What was the impact of trade on Egyptian civilization? So it appears that this page is going to answer our question. The Nile provided ample resources. Therefore, the Egyptians did not have to rely on trade for goods that they needed to survive. Instead, they could exchange the river's bounty for goods they desired by the rich. Copper that the traders brought back from Sinai and the gold they brought back from Nubia were made into fine dishes. Gold and silver jewelry was adorned with semi-precious gems and stones, such as lapis lazuli. Most of these luxury items were used by the pharaohs and elite members of Egyptian society. By the 1500s BCE, Egypt had become the wealthiest civilization in the ancient Middle East. The Egyptians had the Nile and its valley to thank for its riches. So this should help you with this question right here. By learning how to harness the power of the Nile, Egyptians were able to create a flourishing civilization. Even today, people still depend on the Nile and the resources it provides. Like, you can watch this video. Alright, so that should be all the information that you need the homework that is due Wednesday. Let me know if you have any questions.